Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to another episode of Double Trouble. Today we're just continuing on with the Battle Spot 3v3. I updated the template to show what the numbers are. So like, if we do 6v6, it will say Smogon doubles 6v6. If we do VGC, it'll be VGC 4v4, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's going to be awesome. I'm going to hit challenge. We're still using the same team because it's been pretty solid. I really like this team. Someone mentioned using an, what was that little rodent thing? Heliolisk. And I actually kind of like that idea because Heliolisk, I think they made Heliolisk with weather in mind because it everything but hail, it works well, and it has dry skin, it has sand veil, and it has solar power. So it's a pretty versatile weather Pokemon, and it's decently fast. It doesn't hit as hard. So I think the solar power one is probably the best one to do, but maybe I'll test it out in this sand room team with something. I don't know what I would switch it in for, but maybe Rotom. Rotom, I mean, we don't need the fire resist. We do have, you know, Tyranitar for that. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So let's get to this battle. Our opponent's going to be bringing Rotom Fan. That Levitate, though. Chandelure, Scizor, Mr. Mime, Snorlax, and Tangrowth. This is... Oh, I just realized it's not 3v3, it's 4v4. I made a mistake, and I will fix that for next episode. So I can't fix it now. It's too late. So this is going to be an error. Oh well. Sorry about that, guys. But, yeah, I'm going to start off with my Tyranitar. Tyranitar is going to do pretty well. Pretty good damage against most of these things. And with the Tyranitar, I want to bring either Rotom or Gastrodon, and I'm not really sure which one to bring. I'm going to bring Gastrodon, I'm going to bring Rotom, and I'm going to bring Shuckle. Am I going to bring Shuckle? Why am I bringing Shuckle? I'm going to bring Ferrothorn instead. I am sorry, Shuckle, I do not want to bring you today. Or at least this battle. I love Shuckle. I hope he gets a Mega. I hope he gets, like, one of the craziest Megas. It needs some HP. It take away all of its attack. Literally give it 1 in attack and special attack, and give it a 1 in speed. I don't even care. Leave its defenses the same and give it 100 more attack. That's all you need. That would be the most broken Pokemon in existence, and I love it. So he's going to start off with Tangrowth and Mr. Mime. Alright. I'm actually going to double attack this Tangrowth because I'm kind of a little worried about it. So I'm going to Mega Evolve, I'm going to Crunch the Tangrowth, and I'm going to Ice Beam the Tangrowth. And hopefully that does enough damage. I don't know. I know they're pretty physically defensive, if I recall my Tangrowths. If I recall their stats correctly. I tend to remember these stats, but not against Pokemon that I don't tend to see. I thought my Tyranitar was sleeping for a second. Nope, just a visual. Oh, why are you switching out? No, what are you switching out into? A Scizor. That really wants to take our attacks, actually. Oh, maybe. Wait, no, because if you thought I was special. No, yeah, you definitely think I'm physical. You can go for Trick. Onto whom? Onto whom? I got a Sticky Barb. Thank you. I don't know what Sticky Barb does. I guess it hurts me. Alright, that does actually quite a significant amount of damage. So I'm actually going to go for my very lovely Muddy Water this turn. And I'm really hoping... Yeah, it does damage me. That's pretty unfortunate. I'm really hoping this Scizor is going to attack my... I'm going to bring in Ferrothorn because it's going to hit Mr. Mime super effectively. I'm really hoping it goes for Bullet Punch or like Bug Bite or U-Turn or X-Scizor onto my Ferrothorn, which would be fantastical. Yeah, I went there. I went there. What you gonna do? So hopefully it does that because then we get the racked up damage, and I'm really hoping my Ferrothorn has the item because I've been switching around Rocky Helmets and I kind of forgot. Yeah, I need to go buy myself another Rocky Helmet from the Battle Maison or whatever it's called. I always thought it was Mansion. Thank you. So he's going to Bullet Punch the Ferrothorn, which is fantastic for me. Which actually means his Muddy Water might kill it. Did I go for Muddy Water? Oh, I hope I did. Oh, man, and it's Life Orb. That is awesome. That is fantastic. I like that. Muddy Water is going to go off. What avoided the attack? What avoided the attack? What avoided the attack? Not the scissor. Good! I'll take it! Scissor, you go down. I'm so thankful for Scissor going down. Thank you very much. This sticky barb is really obnoxious, so we're gonna have to get rid of that somehow, some way, some fantastic stretch of the imagination. What are you gonna switch in? You're gonna switch in Tangrowth. Now, Tangrowth is probably gonna attack my, whatever it's called. I'm going to Gyro Ball that, and I think I can take a Power Whip. I'm actually not too sure, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. The worst thing that could happen is I die. And the worst thing that could happen after that is I lose. And you know what that leads to? Nothing. So it's fine. We're trying. We're having fun. That's all that matters. He's gonna go for Trick. He's probably gonna try and take away my Rocky Helmet in favor of the Rindo Berry. Which is unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. He's gonna go for Reflect. Interesting. I never knew Tangrowth got Reflect. But I'm gonna go for that lovely Ice Beam, probably predicting me to switch out. Won't do too much. Oh, that's a 2-hit KO. I will take it. I'll get my Gyro Ball off onto the Mr. Mime, which almost kills. Nice. The Rocky Helmet is definitely worth that damage. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it again. I have no reason not to. Nothing here he can't... I don't think he can really kill me with his Tangrowth, especially against my Ferrothorn, so I'm just gonna go for it. That's gonna be my best bet. So Gyro Ball, the Mr. Mime, even if he wants to bring in anything, Ferrothorn's really slow. And for the Tangrowth, I think I'll bring in my Rotom to absorb a potential grass move coming his way. There's no reason to get rid of Gastrodon just yet. It's slow, it's probably not going to outspeed the Tangrowth. And Rotom Heat can take pretty much any hit that this Tangrowth wants to do. Of course, it's going to go for Light Screen, pretty much nullifying that switch, but that's fine. Oh, the Mr. Mime's going to go for that, so never mind. I am completely wrong. That was a fantastic switch. And this Mr. Mime will go down to this Gyro Ball. I will take some damage, of course, to the Rocky Helmet, and I won't be able to get that Rocky Helmet back. But on the bright side of things, I still have Iron Barbs. And I believe whatever he has left does not like Tyranitar, so it's going to work out pretty well in our favor, especially if the sand goes out next turn, which I'm hoping it will. He's going to switch in Chandelure. Alright, that thing does not like... doesn't like that, but I'm going to Leech Seed the Chandelure because I don't want to switch in on any attack. And I'm going to go for Overheat onto the Tangrowth. But, barring HP Fire, and hopefully the sand goes out this turn, that Chandelure is good as dead. To my Tyranitar, because it's full health, if I remember correctly. And I think I do remember correctly, so we'll have to see in a second, but I'm pretty sure it is. And I'm basically sacrificing Ferrothorn, because Ferrothorn really has nothing against these last two. He's going to go for Fire Blast. He's, of course, going to hit it right onto the Ferrothorn, right as dead. But that's fine with me, because I don't know what this Tangrowth wants to do. It doesn't matter, because I'm going to outspeed it and potentially kill it with this Overheat. Please go down. And it goes down, so that leaves it just Tyranitar and Rotom Heat to claim the victory. But we'll have to see. I think this thing is Choice Scarf, which means it's locked into Fire Blast, which means it has to Fire Blast both of my Pokemon, and my full health Mega Tyranitar will definitely take it out with a Crunch or even a Rock Slide, so it's a fantastic move for me. So I'm going to go for the Crunch, because that is not guaranteed to miss, and I'll go for a Volt Switch to bring in my Gastrodon. You can go for Fire Blast, probably onto the Rotom. No, onto the Tyranitar, probably looking for a Burn. Does he get it? He does get it, unfortunately. But fortunately for us, we still have Gastrodon, which is good for us. He's locked into Fire Blast. He's locked into Fire Blast. So Gastrodon can probably come in and do a really good, solid job with Muddy Water. Probably take another Fire Blast if I'm hoping. But even though I'm burnt, Crunch is still going to do a lot of damage. Not enough to KO, but enough to damage. Plus Sandstorm damage is going to rack up and stuff like that. So this turn I think we'll take him out. And if not, next turn we'll take him out, because he can't KO this Tyranitar in 2 turns by being locked into Fire Blast. So this is pretty much game here, even if he does kill our Gastrodon, I can pretty much ascertain that this is death for him. He's going to keep going for Tyranitar, which I guess is a really bad mistake for him, because even if this Crunch doesn't kill, Muddy Water will. He does have the Reflect up, so we're at technically... Oh, was that a crit? That wasn't a crit, so that's enough to kill him. So, sweet. First game down. Was that the first game? I don't think that... Was that the first game? Oh, God. It's this again. No, I don't think that was the first game, so we'll get another one. No, I mean, I think that was the first game, so we'll get another one. Okay. Battle Box. Yeah, that was definitely the first game. I always forget sometimes. I always sometimes know. Ugh. It's a lovely day out, but the wind is hot. So my window's open, and all of a sudden the wind picks up, shoots right into my face, and it's like, heat wave! I get burnt. Alright. Gardevoir, Heatran, Landorus, Swampert, Mismagius, and that thing. What's this thing? No, that's not Klefki. Meowstic. Tyranitar's a good switch-in. Can take pretty much everything. I'm gonna also suggest Gastrodon. I'm gonna suggest Shuckle, as long as we can get rid of that Swampert. And Ferrothorn for that Swampert. Word. He doesn't have any grass moves, so our Gastrodon's going to be pretty good. And if he doesn't bring the Swampert, then our Shuckle's going to do pretty well. It's neutral to every single one of their moves, pretty much. Unless the Gardevoir has Energy Ball, which it does learn. It does learn Energy Ball, but I very rarely see Energy Ball. People tend to like to use Shadow Ball instead, or Focus Blast. So, we'll have to see, of course. But if I can if I'm in the sand, I can take an Energy Ball, and if I have a Shell Smash up, I can take an Energy Ball, and if it's a combination of the two, I can take an Energy Ball. So, not too worried. It's going to start off with Swampert and Meowstic. I'm going to not know what to do. I'm going to go for Curses, actually. I'm going to start cursing up. And I'm going to go for Toxic. No, I'm going to go for Ice Beam onto the Meowstic. This way I can start, you know, damaging the Meowstic, getting my curses up with my Tyranitar. Be here for the long haul, because I'm going to need as much attack as I can for that Swampert. Now, Swampert can curse itself, so it's... It's gonna be a toss-up to see what the Swampert does. As long as I can keep Gastrodon alive, it can hit me with a Water-type move. Some people forget about that. He's gonna Thunder Wave me. I guess he thinks I'm gonna Dragon Dance, which is the most common, I think, Mega Tyranitar set. He is gonna go for Waterfall, not realizing about my Storm Drain. This is why Gastrodon is so necessary for VGC Sand Room teams. It's a beast. It takes the water hits, and then it gets that nice boost, and then it can speed through and just Ice Beam things. So it's not going to do a lot of damage, but I can crunch it next turn, and I really can. So I'm going to crunch the Meowstic, and I'm going to Ice Beam the Swampert. Now, I was probably going to go for Earthquake this turn. I do have a +1 in defense, so I'm actually not too worried. We'll see what it does. We'll see how much damage it does, and as long as they can keep both Pokemon alive before it kills me, that's going to work out in my favor, because the damage will be reduced because it is a spread move. He's going to go for Charm. Oh, what a lovable, huggable little brat. That's why I need to kill this Meowstic. So I'm going to get this Ice Beam off. Swampert is slower than me. That's nice. Swampert's still slower than me. And even at -1, I'm still able to basically one-shot that Meowstic. So I have Avalanche. That's neutral. It's neutral. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, it's neutral. I'm at -1 +1 defense. I don't think he has Earthquake. Because he most likely would have gotten that. Oh, please don't ruin my recording. My screen just went black. I don't know if that interrupts the recording process. It used to on the other program I used, but I don't know if it did. So if there's a black screen, I'm sorry. The only thing you missed was Gardevoir switching in and picking up Sandstream. So this Gardevoir is probably going to go for Moonblast, so I'm actually just going to double attack it. I'm really not worried about this Swampert at all, to be quite honest. It's going to Mega Evolve. That's going to kill me. That will kill me. No doubt in my mind that that will kill me. I'm actually 100% certain that will kill me if it goes for Hyper Voice. And it's going to go for Hyper Voice, although I am in Sand. Ah, I'm completely wrong. It's always lovely to be proven wrong. I really do like it. That Ice-Beam's going to do absolutely nothing, but this Crunch really should do a lot. I'm really banking on this Crunch doing a lot. That's enough. I'll take it. And then you get a Defense Fall, so that's fine. And the Avalanche is probably going to kill my Gastrodon, which it will. Now we have to make the decision of bringing something in. I believe our opponent still has 3 Pokemon, as do we. So I'm going to bring in Ferrothorn. Why wouldn't I? That literally makes the most sense. Scare out the Swampert. I'm going to protect with my Tyranitar so I can live one more turn. Hopefully I don't get paralyzed. And when I say paralyzed, I mean paralyzed. I don't know why I say paralyzed. It's not a word. It is not a word. So he's going to withdraw Swampert as I predicted. Joke's on you, bud. I am actually going for my very lovely... Oh, you jerk! Oh, you predicted me. I did not see that coming. Tyranitar's dead, which really, honestly, doesn't really matter too much. Let's see. I have to go for Rock Slide, and I have to protect with my Ferrothorn, because I will die to the Heatran. But hopefully next turn I can get my Shuckle in. It's gonna get in safely. I'm gonna get some Shell Smashes up, and hopefully that can work out pretty well for us. Sand will subside, unfortunately. That is rather unfortunate. So we just have Shuckle left, which could be worse. It really could be worse. I'm gonna go for Shell Smash. I have to. I have no choice in the matter, and I have to go for Gyro Ball against the Gardevoir just in case. Fire Blast could miss, and that would be happy day. It's not going to, so it's not going to be happy day. So Ferrothorn's going to die. Ferrothorn did die. And then we're going to get a full frontal Hyper Voice to the face. You're obviously not locked into it, but it is your best move. That honestly did a lot less damage than I thought it would. Now, here is the kicker. This guy's stuck into Fire Blast. Judging by how fast it is, I don't know Heatrans as much. You shush. You shush with your saw. What was I saying? I think Heatran is Scarfed, judging by its speed outspeeding the Gardevoir. So it's stuck into Fire Blast, which is going to do a lot of damage. It's neutral. I have +1. I'm going to risk it because I'd rather risk it than lose it, so I'm going to go for it. You can go for Fire Blast. Let's see how much this does. Because you could be Choice Specs. Yeah, and that's game. Even if I didn't go for Shell Smash and I went for Rest, I would have lost anyway. So whatever, Shuckle tried his best, and we'll be working on a team. Well, actually, this team really is the Shuckle team, so we don't have to work on a team. But I'll be testing this team a little bit more, and hopefully we can get a really perfect Shuckle team. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you at the next video. Peace.